Roy Keane, Jamie Carragher, and Big Meat.
You've been great tonight, you know that, Anita.
You know, I had to do good for Arsenal in some way.
Stop mentioning that.
I mean...
Does tonight make Arsenal's season worse?
Oh, come on, Zay.
Let's ask Mike about Mike pundit.
Let's talk about Spurs tonight. We don't need to bring Arsenal into it. You know this.
No, Michael, you're not going to give a word on it?
Who's had a better season, Spurs or Arsenal?
Oh, come on.
But both got Champions League football and one's got a trophy.
And one has a European trophy, one doesn't.
Yeah, so just... What are the chances of North London Champions League derby next season? Maybe the knockout stage?
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, imagine table time. It's going to be...
Okay, well, we're going to react to the game and not on Arsenal because Peter Schmeichel's been talking to the Manchester United manager, Ruben Amorim. Here's what he's had to say.
Ruben, I know how much you love your job. You talk about that a lot, and I mean, this has got to be the worst. To come out here and try to explain how this game didn't turn out the way that we all wanted it to turn out.
Yeah, it's part of the job. We have to deal with that, and we have to try to explain the people the feeling of the dressing room. We are obviously devastated with this loss. We lost one game in this competition. We didn't win it in the last game. I think if you look at the whole game, we were the better team. But in the end, if you don't score goals, we cannot win matches.
How do you think the game was played by your players today?
I think the first half was a little bit tense. The possessions in both teams was not long. We couldn't keep the balls for so long. Tottenham the same way, a lot of second balls. But in the second half, we push the opponent to near the box. We try to cross, to create situations. So in the end, they defend the goal that they score in the divide match in the first half. In the second half, we try everything, but in the end, was nothing.
We talked before the game, we talked about obviously there was the access to the Champions League, and we're not going to talk too much about the future, but is there a contingency plan now that we're not in the Champions League and you may think you have more time to develop the team? Is that a positive that we can take out of this?
Yeah, it's hard to talk about positives today, but we need to take advantage of everything.
But
so
we need a little bit of
if we are going to suffer because we don't have Champions League and it's hard on the club, but in the other side we'll have time to develop the team, to pay attention to our academy and to prepare the future. So that is clear. We need to use every minute to improve the team, and of course we always have the two plans to go to the summer.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
Oh, well, as you can understand, Peter feeling rather sad. Not the case for our Spurs fan over here on my left-hand side, but we're going to go to Peter right now, of course. He's just been talking to him. Peter, I feel so sorry for you. Of course, we've had a lot of fun on the road. I thought I'd be going to Old Trafford with you next season. Not to be the case. What was the mood like around there?
well, anytime unless we start doing the Premier League, but yeah, no European football. You know, I don't know. I mean, by listening to some of the other interviews he did just around me, and he's talking about control, I wanted him to use the word that we're in control, because I wanted to ask him what's the difference between being in control and playing well. Because I don't think the team played well. I was very, very frustrated sat here just looking at the same pattern every time. The ball got to Harry Maguire, he played it out to Mazraoui, then Ahmed got the ball, he tried a little bit, passed it back. But wasn't what we saw in like the last 10 minutes of the Lyon game, for instance. All of that wasn't there today. And you think they're in the final, you know, somebody's got to bring something, but it wasn't there.
Peter, can I ask you, you know, he's persistent on playing this 3-4-3. It doesn't work with these players, does it?
In all fairness, today it wouldn't have mattered what system they played, because Spurs literally defended. And they did it well. They had one shot on target today. That was a goal, which was an own goal. They had one touch in the second half in Manchester United's box. One touch. And they just defended. So, you know, whatever system you